Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
Lego Lord of the Rings Balrog raised eyebrows for what some fans say is an unfortunate pose. I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. It's taking a piss on Gandalf.
You shall not!
And he says to her, listen, you got a fine white girl ass. So I don't like the look of this D. Listen, I don't need gay or straight boner pills. My boner works just fine.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
Yeah, I want to see movies! I think I've died and gone straight to honker heaven. Boobs are amazing.
They are amazing. Hail and howdy, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Dive, the double Ds, where you, the chat, the audience, you're the gatekeepers, you are in charge, and I'm happy to have you guys here. I hope everybody did have a Merry Christmas. I had a nice day yesterday. You guys voted in the poll for the first part of the week. You said, no, don't stream. Do not game stream tomorrow. And in the end, I guess those that said, I hope you did it because you wanted me to have a day off, not because you hate my ass. But I took the day off. And you know what? A gaming stream would not have worked out yesterday anyway. It took me all day with doing other stuff just to finish my Lethal Weapon marathon. Because that was technically what I did yesterday. It started at midnight on Christmas Day. And that's one of my personal traditions. I do a Lethal Weapon marathon on Christmas Day. I watch all 4 movies. They're glorious. They're fun. It's so enjoyable to watch the story of Martin Riggs as he goes from on the edge to finding happiness at the end. And that's why I really, really hope that the long gestating Lethal Weapon 5 never happens. Yes, Mel Gibson directing is the best possible option you have at this point. But without Richard Donner, and then they are really too old for this shit. And yes, it's been literally, last one was in Lethal Weapon 4 was 1998. So 98 to 08, 08 to 18. It has been almost 30 years. So Riggs Jr., who's born at the end of the 4th movie, would be old enough to be the main character. You could have a new character, but it wouldn't be the same because you don't want him on the edge. Because that would mean that Martin and Lorna, their life fell apart. No, or the old men do that. They are too over this shit. Danny Glover can barely walk anymore. He could barely walk in the last one. And let it rest. No more Lethal Weapon. It had a perfect ending with Lethal Weapon 4. It was great. It ended just the way you wanted to. Everybody's happy. We're family, and they are together, and the story is complete. So no more. No mas. So, but I hope everybody's doing all right. It is the day after Christmas. Some call it Boxing Day. I just call it Friday. We are going to do our best today. It is a light day. It is the day after Christmas. So there's not much for us to dig into. So I will talk a little bit. And stuff there is who's about, I don't give a shit. Personally, I'm gonna ask you guys a question about it too. If you gave a shit about it yesterday, or we'll give a bit of shit about it over the next couple days. You could make that argument, Kel. You could, but I think the conclusion of 4 was great. I thought it was a great way to end it. That to have it come a full circle like that, and I loved it. I loved it. Loved every second of it. I love all 4 Lethal Weapon movies. I love them. So much fun. So great. And the cool thing that I've known, but I didn't know to the detail. What is very cool is that Eric Clapton did a lot of the music for at least 3 out of the 4 movies, 2 through 4. Original songs. The guitar you hear, that's Clapton. That's Clapton, dude. That's fucking cool. Eric Clapton doing the music for those movies is great. But I love those movies. But it took me all day yesterday to watch 3 and 4 because I kept stopping to do shit, to make food, to do other stuff. And by the end of the night, it was I didn't finish 4 until about, I would say, 8:30. And I started watching it as soon as I woke up around noon-ish that day, yesterday. So it took me all day. So it would not have worked out if I tried to squeeze in a gaming stream. Wouldn't have worked out. But that doesn't mean we're not going to game this weekend. We will game this weekend. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. There'll be some gaming this week, whether it's with the boys or on my own. We'll go because we got time this week. And I'm still wondering, I'm playing around with an idea for a Sunday stream. What was the menu for yesterday? Well, I had to swap the Christmas Eve and Christmas Day menus. So normally on Christmas Eve is steak night, but we had to swap it just because of time issues. So on Christmas Eve, I made a chicken rotatinis with sauteed Vidalia onions and mozzarella cheese on the inside. We didn't have any ham, so I couldn't put any ham in there because that's generally what you put inside a chicken rollatini when you do that. They were good. I haven't actually made those in a long ass time. They were good. They could have been better because I was very conservative with my seasoning. So I played it safe a little bit. It was still really good, but it could have been a lot better. So next time I make those, I'm going to jazz it up a little bit. They had roasted potatoes, the good easy stuff like that. Yesterday, I made big old thick pieces of French toast with bacon. It was delicious. Although the bacon wasn't that hot. It wasn't. I went with the store brand instead of buying Oscar Mayer, and it was a mistake. It was a mistake because it was on sale, and it's been good in the past, but it wasn't that good. So for New Year's, I'm going to get the Oscar Mayer. We'll get the Oscar Mayer. We'll go with the Oscar Mayer center cut. But it's still the French toast was outstanding. Best I've ever made. Best I've ever made. New pots, the new pans, cooked it beautifully. Delicious. Fantastic. And then for dinner, it was steak. Steak night. There was roasted potatoes. Delicious. And then I essentially I guess it's thick. It's whatever the Oscar Mayer center cut is. And I roast it in the oven. When I don't fry it in the pan, I roast the bacon in the oven because that's the way I learned to do it when I worked in kitchens. Because when they make bacon in the kitchen, you put them on a giant sheet tray and you shove it in there. And Cash Kester gives 10 memberships. Thank you, Cash. Merry Christmas, Cash. Thank you. And you know what? I'm going to do it too. Here it is. Here's 5 from me. Here's 5 from me. We still had 5. We still had 5 for the month. There's 5 from me too. Memberships all around. Thank you, Cash, for 10 gifted memberships. That's 50. That's 50. You know what? We have a new grift. Now, hey, listen, it's okay. It just shows that I'm as good as Dermy. In fact, I'm better than Dermy because you know what? Dermy didn't give 5 memberships. I gave you guys 5 memberships too. We talked about this last night. I celebrate Christmas. I love Christmas. Yes, the Santa hat's gone back in the closet for another year, but that's how it works. Now, so you guys get 5, but we have a new grift. Here's the grift. It's called the New Year's tier, and we're going to run this all through January. For every $100, the chat will get to decide on a New Year's resolution that I will try and keep throughout the year. And we'll come back in December of 2026, and we'll see if I kept them. So every $100 starting today and running through the month of January, because we got to give you guys time to think of this. Now, if I don't keep them, we have to have a reasonable penalty because sometimes some things happen. You can't keep a resolution. And I don't really make resolutions. So this is a chance for you guys to affect my life. It's a chance for you guys to affect my life. So we're going to run this through the month from now through the month of January, and we'll see what you guys come up with. So every $100. So right now we're at 50. Let me edit this because now we're at 50. That's where we are. Thanks to Cash. Cash's Christmas generosity. So essentially we're at 50. There we go. So now we're at 50. And there you go. There you go. So if we can get another 50 today, and you know what we do? We do have another. I'm sorry. Here it is. Yes, we have another 15 from Kratos. There's an article in the DMs. I am not to click on it until we get to that. So that is per the rules. So let me adjust it again. So we are currently at $65. So another $45, and you guys get to decide the first of my New Year's resolutions that we're going to try and see if I can keep. You see, that's an unreasonable one. That's an unreasonable one. We need to make reasonable New Year's resolutions, not something where I have to fake it. Because listen, Dermy's my friend. We're not going to pretend Dermy's my friend, but he's a friend that deserves an ass kicking every few days. He's that friend you want to walk up and gib slap in the back of the head for being a retard. So you want to, we need to be, and not just, be nice to Dermy. No, let's make them interesting as we get these. Let's make them interesting. Make them interesting. Make it fun. Make it a little challenging, but make it real, something that I can't keep up. But I'm putting it in your hands because I don't do resolutions because I know I never really keep them. I don't even make the resolution. I'm going to get in better shape. I'm always trying to get in better shape. It's just shit always happens and derails it. Like I've been sick literally for 2 months. I've been sick almost 6 weeks. This thing I have has been bugging me and it's almost done. I had a really crappy night last night, which led to a messed up dream that I'm going to tell you guys about. I had a messed up dream last night. So, or this morning, however you want to look at it. So here, this one is right up there in weirdness in terms of where the hell did this come from. So here's the dream. I am just me living my life and knock at my door, open the door. And there's this dude. I've never seen this dude in my life. And says to me, I'm here with a business opportunity for you. And I go, oh, okay. Okay, I need money. I'm all ears. I'm all ears. What? He says, I'm a billionaire. And I go, whoa, okay. This guy's coming here with money then. He wants to talk money. All right. And he pitches me this. He says, I'm a billionaire. And I have mastered cloning technology. And I want to start a new industry of immortality where you make clones of yourself and you make essentially digital imprints of your memories, your mind, your soul, one might say, and you store them. You store at different periods of time. And if you're going to die, you activate your clone and imprint your memories on the clone from that period of time. And I go, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't believe that. He goes, yes. And he says to me, because I'm a clone. The guy goes, I'm a clone. I go, you're not a clone. He says, I am. I'm a clone. But you know what the problem is? There was a problem in the facility where I had my clones and my memories where we were guinea pigging me. And I'm actually a clone with the memories of just my 8-year-old self. And I'm thinking to myself, no, this is nuts. This is nuts. This is crazy. I'm talking to a grown man with only the memories of his 8-year-old self, and you're coming to me as a billionaire talking about this. And then it thinks to me, okay, this is what an 8-year-old sound like, I guess. But it doesn't stop there, because as the dream goes on, and here I am, and before the guy reveals that he's an 8-year-old in the body of an adult, I'm trying to share with him my life experiences to earn his trust, to get him to invest whatever money he's going to give me in something. Then I learned I'm an 8-year-old in this grown man's body. I'm like, oh, Jesus, idiot. Problem is, the rest of the dream goes on, and more people are brought into this group of investors, and then we come under attack by the people who destroyed his original body and all the stored memories, so that all he has is an 8-year-old body, and it was just. And then it just got crazy from that point on as we're fighting for our lives. and then I realized, man, this is retarded. I don't want to do this. So then I woke up and I was uncomfortable because my nose was stuffed. And then I had to cough some more and spit shit up because that's what I do right now every night while I'm sick like this. So that was my weird ass dream from last night. That was my weird ass dream. So, but I posed, so what I thought, I'm going to pose this to everybody. If you had the opportunity to make a clone of yourself and successfully scan your mind and have it stored as data, would you do that? Knowing that if you're going to die, that's your immortality. You could choose that moment. Choose a particular date when your mind was scanned and have from that point forward up to those memories just imprinted. Would you do that? Would you do that? I don't know. I don't know. Because a clone is still a clone. It's not you. It's not the real McCoy, the original recipe. It's still a clone. It's something that it's pseudo immortality. Because so I don't know. Yes, yeah, that's why I said it's pseudo immortality. It's you, but it's artificial. So that's the thing. That's the thing. And I have an idea for a storyline at some point that I was going to do in a fanfic I was working on a long time ago, but I want to come back to that. Like, is the clone the real thing? And it will sort of happen in a way. It was an idea somebody else gave me that I'm going to use for a plot point down the road. It was a plot for their character, and I've tweaked it and implemented. So we'll kind of deal with that at some point, whether or not. There's the Ginger. Hi, Ginger. How are you? Did you enjoy Doctor Who last night? I know you were watching your Doctor Who Christmas specials last night. Did you enjoy your Doctor Who Christmas specials? Because I know that's your what's the word? Your tradition. You just want to be a clanker? You just want to be a clanker? I'm not surprised. I don't know if I'd want to be in a robot body, though. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know if because it's essentially the synth idea too. It's like, should I be a synth? I don't know. I'd rather just be young forever. I'd rather just be immortal in my original body. I'd rather have that. I don't want to be a clanker. That's not fun. Because we know why. You wouldn't have your penis anymore. There it is. Yep. See, there it is. See, listen. He knows me too well. He knows me too well. He knows me too well. Anyway, so that was my weird dream from last night or this morning, however you want to look at it. So what are we going to do today? We got the news. What little of it there is, we've got the news. Do I have anything hanging out in my bookmarks? So I pretty much, with the exception of, I did scroll yesterday, and I talked about that last week. I'm saving that for when we have a conversation. And I don't have any extra stuff, and some of the stuff is for anime crap for me and Jeremy to talk about next month. So no, I don't really have any. I don't really got no extra topics because it's the day after Christmas. What's that? Dirty clankers have 0 organic components. All right, no, listen. Your brain is still you are still a clanker. You just have a brain, and that's your weak point too. If I get to the gooey center of your Tootsie Pop, you're dead. You're dead. I get you. I get you. You technically you'd be a cyborg, but you're still a clanker. You have a metal body. You're not. There's no way, excuse me. There's no way, Kel, that you would get any sort of soft or squishy body. You would be a full-ass war machine, dreadnought size, with guns and buzzsaws. And electrodes. I know you. You're not getting a soft, squishy version for your brain. You're getting a full-on clanker body. So you would be a clanker. You'd be a clanker. And if we get to the gooey center of your Tootsie Roll, that's the way to get you. So you see, yes, see, I have gamed with this man and hung out with him for 3 years now. I know what he's thinking. I know what he's thinking at this point when it comes to this shit. Okay, so what are we gonna do? I've told you my weird story. I've said Merry Christmas and we're getting ready for the new year. We've got the new grift. On $45, you guys get to make the first New Year's resolution, but the rules remain the same. $10 gets you an Adam rant on just about anything. $15, ask me a question, I'll tell you no lies. Generally fun questions. We've done both. We've fun. $15 get to choose an article, one which Kratos is taking advantage of today, one I haven't seen. And $35 you would chat, maybe watch his reviews, which I have fully caught up on. No more chat, maybe watch the reviews on the menu. Although we do have Fallout Season 2, Episode 2. There'll be a delay on that review because it dropped yesterday. It dropped Wednesday, and I didn't have time yesterday, and I don't have time today because as soon as we're done here, I got to go out. I got to go take care of shit so I get my haircut tomorrow without any problems. So as of right now, the Fallout review will likely be dropped for Season 2, Episode 2. I'll likely drop it on Sunday. I'll likely do it Sunday since I don't have anything specifically planned on Sunday right now. So I want to get my hair cut first. I want to look pretty because as we've already determined, I'm a narcissist. I want to look nice on camera. I believe in looking good. Yes, I need to shave right now, but it's that time of the week. I just haven't done it yet. Anyway, so this is the shirt I'm wearing. When I shave this shit off, I gotta have the shirt on first. Otherwise, the hair gets stuck everywhere because I go in the shower and do it, so it just goes right down the drain. So if I have to, I don't want to. I'm going to wear this shirt when I go out in an hour, so I don't want to blow this shirt. Anyway, you know what? I will say it again, just to annoy you. The gooey center of the Tootsie Pop, the ooey gooey chewy center. I'm going to do it. So the rules are the same. And as we said, we have the new grift from now through January, the New Year's resolution tier. Every $100, you, the chat, will get to decide on a New Year's resolution I will try and keep throughout 2026. Now, remember, let's keep them reasonable. Nothing insane, nothing stupid, nothing that will intentionally break me. And we'll decide on penalty later. A reasonable penalty if I fail to keep the end of the year. We have to take that into account when I get to the end of the year. What's a reasonable penalty if I fail to keep them? Or if now trying counts. 7 proxies. Look at this man. Look at this man. Oh, Michael Clark, thank you. Oh, well, thank you. And a lurker gets, see, lurkers, you guys are fine. I'm just glad you guys are here. I'm glad you guys are here to hang out. Hit that like button. Hit it like you mean it. We are going to try and make this the year because we are on a bit of a schedule right now. We're trying to get me to, I guess, full profitability on the channel so I can move this year. I got to get to Florida. I can't take this cold weather anymore. It's terrible. And it's too expensive up here. It's less expensive in Florida. And there's more opportunities for great content and doing things in Florida. So we have about 6 months right now. We have about 6 months because I have to give 60-day notice before I cancel my lease completely. So our goal right now in the next 6 months is to grow the channel and get it to a sustainable level where sustainable, reliable income is coming in every month. That's the goal. That is the goal. We get that, and oh boy, we get that, and we're closer to the book. The book is done. It's ready. Oh, okay. I need to give it another once over, and then Jed needs to look at it one more time. So we need to give another once over. We're getting so many great things. So that's the goal. I'm going to try and provide you guys with so much good new content that you're going to go out and you're going to tell your friends, go watch this retarded old man as he does shit. Go watch this guy. He yells a lot. He screams a lot. But in his heart, he cares. Deep down in his heart, he cares. So that's the goal this year. I got a lot of good content. It should have happened 4 months ago. We're going to try and get the tabletop streams done. We're going to try and get that done. We're going to try and get those going. So much good stuff. So much fun stuff that you guys, and that it's more than just the usual coverage. We're going to try and make sure that there's a lot of non-critical content this coming year where we're just talking about fun stuff, having a good time. We're going to try and get back to the nerdgasm type of stuff. Every month, every couple of weeks, a good stream of conscious for you guys. Maybe if there's a reason, we'll resurrect Natural 20 if I can find a reason to do that. So we're going to try and make sure that you guys have a lot of fun. And I say this without irony, a diversified amount of content for you guys so that you can come here and know you're going to have a good time. We're going to try and keep the gaming streams going. This weekend at some point, I don't know, maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday, we will start a new solo gaming stream, Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. I'm going to start that. I've installed it and everything, ready to go. We'll try and do that. We'll try. My goal is also there. We're trying to diversify the co-ops. Jed and I are trying to find a game that we can play together for you guys. We're trying to find a game. We haven't agreed on it yet. That's the problem. He's got ideas. I've got ideas. We've got different tastes. So you got essentially two similar gamers. You have two different gamers trying to find a median on where to meet to play a game. So we're looking for that, and maybe something will come out in the next few months so we can play for you guys. So look for that. Anyway, okay. So what are we doing today? I've rambled on for a little bit now. We're gonna get into the news after because I'm still a little sick. I'm gonna get some more Medicaid. I went a week without cold meds to see if I would see how I could handle it. I got through the week, but I need to use it. I got to get some more cold meds today just to try and hammer this thing out. So I got to blow my nose real quick. Give me a second. There we go. I can breathe again like a human being. All right, so we're going to do the news, whatever little there is. But I'm going to ask you guys this question because I know it's going to come up now. Stranger Things Volume 2 came out yesterday. Or maybe it was Wednesday night. I don't remember. I think it was either Wednesday night or yesterday. I think it was Wednesday night, actually. I haven't heard anybody really talking about it. Do we know a general consensus? Because I know a lot of people were saying, hey, if they manage to set this stuff up and do it, it's going to work well. I don't care about Stranger Things. I haven't watched a single legitimate second of it, of it, because I don't care. I've never cared. But that doesn't mean that it's not popular. Because as I asked this question 2 months ago, does anybody care to go see it in the theater? Apparently, everybody wants to see the finale in theaters. So I learned that lesson. I asked the question and learned that lesson. So those of you who have watched it or are going to watch it, I haven't heard much. I have not seen much. I mean, I don't count whatever we see on the news and the shills. They don't count. They don't count. They're not real. They're as real as Legatus is real. They're bots. So I want to know from you guys who have been watching it, and I'm sure we'll talk about them in a couple of weeks because I know that Jed is watching it. A couple others are watching it, and when we come back on Roundtable Discussions, I will ask the opinions. But it's all right. It's all right. Character stuff is weak. Okay. So they made lore changes. Okay. All right. It's okay essentially. So it didn't shake your world. It didn't shake your world. It didn't land as one of the greatest things of all time. So let me ask you this then. Is the finale looking like it's going to be an all-timer? Because I still have this theory, despite the, I would say, rekindled popularity of Stranger Things, I still hold up. And I said this a couple months ago. I'm going to stick to it. I will stick to what I say until proven wrong. That whatever happens with Stranger Things, it'll have its niche in pop culture history. It's not going to be put on a shelf next to all-time greats. It'll have its fan base and this and that, but it will kind of be relegated to a section. It will not be brought up in conversation once all is said and done, I think. That's just a prediction that I have, considering all the reactions over the years. And so I wonder. So I'm just putting that out there. You guys can answer me as we go along. Why are you doing this to me, studio? What does it tell me? Everything's fine. You guys, are we coming across okay? Studio keeps giving me the flashes. Oh, this might be a problem here. Are we doing all right? I sound okay? Audio, video, we all okay? All right. All right. All right, so we're going to get to the news. So think about our Stranger Thing, and we'll come back to that as we go forward. They get up a good season finale, but not a series. Ooh. So that's the problem. Can it stick the landing for a series finale? When is it now? When is this 2-hour finale going to happen? Is it next month? Is it in a couple of weeks? Is that when it's happening? Because I don't know the release schedule. I don't know. Don't know. All right. Well, we might as well get into the news, what little there is, and we'll mess around with a little bit. New Year's Eve, so next week. Okay. So you guys are going to get your resolution pretty quickly. All right, so we'll come back next. All right, here's the thing. We'll come back next Sunday when we come back for the first roundtable of 2026, and you guys can fill me in. We'll have a nice little discussion. Let you guys talk about it. See how you feel about it. We'll see how we do. All right, let's get the news up. Let's go through it, and we'll see where we go here. We'll see how we handle things. And we know that we're sitting on an article, which I don't see Kratos here. He might have actually gone to sleep. I don't know how late he was up. He was still in Discord with the boys at 2 a.m. when I tapped out. And then I spent the next 3 hours trying to go to sleep. It was horrible. Just not because I was sicky so much as I fell asleep at one point and I woke myself up to cough. And then I just couldn't get comfortable. It's one of those nights where no matter what I did, I couldn't get comfortable. And I just tossed and turned. And it wasn't until the sun was coming up that I fell asleep. All right, so you left a little while after either. So Kratos might be asleep right now. But he did do the article that I haven't seen for $15. So we'll get to that after we go through news. But of course, if you guys see one, we know how it rolls. So we'll see how it rolls today. And then I got to go out. I got shit to do today. All right. Marty Supreme almost ended in the 1980s, but Tears for Fears stayed on the soundtrack anyway. What the hell is this Chalamet movie anyway? I don't anything with Chalamet in it, I generally have no interest. I just do not. This guy is about as masculine as, we'll just say a femboy's pinky toe, as masculine as that. And I don't think he's that great an actor, personally. I do not. From Drugstore Cowboy to Goodwill Hunting to Dead Man's Wire, Gus Van Sant reflects on over 40 years of feature filmmaking. Yeah, not a big fan of Gus Van Sant movies. I can respect the quality because Jed and I did Goodwill Hunting, and I gave it high marks for a quality movie, but I didn't really enjoy it. And I can be objective. We try. Connor's story on Heat of Rivalry finale. Yeah, I don't care about your gay hockey show. Don't care. Amos Poe, New York underground filmmaker, dies at 76. Well, best wishes to his family. Henry Cavill wears Christopher Reeve's Superman suit in newly released test photos. Yes, I saw these popping up last night. They were everywhere. Apparently, they had him dress up in the original suit. And you got to wonder, what is the purpose of all this Snyderverse resurrection stuff that's going on lately? I'm not one for conspiracy theories. I'm not one. The photos of canceled. Oh, well, I never saw them. But my point is still made right now, though. What is the jazz with all this resurrected Snyderverse stuff recently? I'm not one for conspiracy theories, but why? What's going on here? I mean, is the DCU that rejected? And then it's rejected. The DCU is rejected. The DCU is that rejected. What's going on here that there is so much resurrected Snyderverse material being allowed to be put out there that stuff didn't get kiboshed and hidden and pushed aside? I'm just curious. It's what I'm thinking of. And remember, I'm no Snyder bro. I'm not here for the return of the Snyderverse. But there are certain aspects of it that I prefer over James Gunn's DCU, which is dog shit. Chris's box office. Avatar makes $24 million. Marty Supreme powers to $9.5 million opening day. That's pretty pathetic for Marty Supreme. Avatar. All right, you know what? Let's bring up Avatar for a hot minute here. Let's continue, even though it's not Sunday yet. Let's check. Let's check it out because we need to keep up on this because Avatar Fire and Ash, Avatar 3, of course, Numbers is deciding to slow load right now. Thank you, Numbers, for being dog shit. All right, well, we'll come back to that in a second then. But it's had a slower opening than Way of Water. So we're going to see. This is the week where it'll pick up steam, if it picks up steam. Right now, this is where it picks up steam. The next 3 days, or next 4 days, because it's talking about here Christmas box office. But I think I want to know, is that 24 million Christmas Eve and Christmas Day? Or is the whole thing? There we go. Now we're loading really fucking slow. I like the numbers as a website, but sometimes it's a pain in the ass. It's better than Metacritic. I don't like Metacritic. I do not like Metacritic. I like the numbers. All right, so we'll let that load. We'll come back to it in a minute. Hopefully we'll get there. Anyway, but yeah, so the next, I want to know if that 24 million is Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or both. I want to know if it's both. Netflix's Runaway is a mind-bending Harlan Coben mystery thriller. I'm not interested in mystery thrillers, so I pass. I don't care about Big Brother. Stranger Things 5, 13 burning questions ahead of the series finale. Once again, we'll revisit that in a week. Oh, okay, Numbers is done. Query failed. What do you mean query failed? What's the matter with you? Reload, please. Reload. I just want to see. All right, let's try to go to the box office. Why are you being like this? I'm trying to do a show here, Numbers, and I require your assistance. You silly website. Anyway, box office studio report card. Warner's bets pay off. Disney scores, but Marvel struggles. Tom Cruise can't save Paramount. Okay, first of all, I'm going to go back. We talked about this on Wednesday. This whole Disney made $6 billion. That's just gross. They didn't make $6 billion in net. If they did, Disney would be fine, but they're not. There we go. Okay. Fire and Ash. We'll come back to that in a second. Well, this counts. This is Disney. So let's see. Box office. That 24 came in yesterday. Okay, so for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, it pulled in essentially $35 million. Almost $35 million. That's good, but here we are. That means that's domestic. Overall, we're at $500 million. It crept up a little bit. International doesn't come in until Sunday. So my guess, I wouldn't be surprised if another 100 million of international comes in by Sunday. That's what happens. Well, Static, your theory is everything is gay and fake. So that fits in with your theory. So here we go. Will it hit $1 billion by next week? That's the question. It could do it. But here's the thing. I don't feel the enthusiasm. I think I talked about this on Wednesday. I do not feel the enthusiasm in the air. I don't feel the constant chatter. I feel like this movie is already being forgotten and pushed aside. The hardcores on social media are reposting their stuff. That happens. That's not a litmus test. I don't feel the energy for this. I do not feel the energy. I still think it's going to make over $1 billion for its run. But I don't feel a surge. I don't feel like the horses are galloping down the beach towards the finish line. I don't feel it right now. But we'll come back on. If I do anything on Sunday, we'll take a look. Or at least I'm definitely going to take a look because I have to stay on top of this stuff. Anyway, there we go. So, back to this. The whole Disney made $6 billion. I talked about this on Wednesday. They didn't make $6 billion. They grossed $6 billion. And then they had to pay their bills. And in the end, they broke even. They probably broke even. So I hate this fake bullshit about that. I was just in tears. Noah Schnapp tells all on Will's spoiler in Stranger Things Season 5, Episode 7, and why it's perfect. Once again, that's for somebody to tell me about later. Kentara Chapter 1. Oh, I don't care about Bollywood crap. More Stranger Things. Music, don't care. Snoop Dogg apparently getting yelled at for his performance he did or something. I don't know. I've never been a fan of Snoop Dogg, so I'm not one to ask about that. Then Anaconda. We already made fun of that. Don't care about Paul Rudd or Jack Black. Bridgerton is back. Ugh. Talk about a sign of a decaying society. Bridgerton. It's acceptable to rewrite history for diversity's sake, and fake drama lust crap. Spoiler: he's gay. But we already knew that, didn't we? That character was gay. I don't know. And there we go. And then that Jimmy Kimmel thing where he talked to Britain came around. God, I hate that guy. I hate them all. There we go. All right, there we go. We're done with there. Let's check out IGN. Nothing. No news. Nothing. Park Place. Talked about that already. Universal Islands Adventure files permit and ride. Sure, don't care. Okay, so that's it. No, Avatar Fire and Ash hasn't suddenly taken off at the box office, but Media Hype Spin Machine has. Yes. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye on that. So there it is. That's it. That's the news, guys. That's the news. Super Performance was tame. There you go, then. There you go. So that's the news. We're sticking to it. But we do have something to read. So courtesy of Kratos El Grados. I was not to click on this until now, but here we go. Here's an article. 40 cursed food pictures. I am to read this and react. Okay, so let's bring that down and let's bring this up. Thank you, Kratos, for the $15. Let's let's see what this is all about. Okay. Let's zoom in a little bit. 40 cursed food pictures only people with strong stomachs and a dark sense of humor will find funny. Well, I see. Of course, we see titties. We see titties. I'm not sure what I'm seeing here, honestly. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Are you ready to? This is from 2 years ago already. From 2 years ago, or well over a year. I'm sorry, well over a year ago, a year and a half ago, almost a year and a quarter ago. I'll be honest. I'd rather have real titties. Are you ready to embark on a roller coaster ride of culinary calamities? Brace yourself as we plunge into the realm of cursed food memes and pictures that are not for the faint of heart. Only those with a mighty stomach and a dark sense of humor need to apply. Well, I do have a mighty stomach. I don't know how my dark my sense of humor is. I mean, Static and Kelv, just for examples in the chat right now, they have much darker sense of humor than I do. Much darker. So I don't know about that. We'll see. Here we go. Earned myself a nice little treat. I don't see it. I mean, I don't see it. I don't see it. Am I not degenerate and broken enough that I don't see this? Sushi and oh. Well, I don't eat sushi anyway. Is that the cursed part of it? Just the ketchup on the sushi? I was looking for a design. I was looking for an innuendo. But if it's just the ketchup on the sushi, all right, listen. I love ketchup, but it doesn't go on everything. You could do it. I mean, if you're gonna eat it, there's the proper sauces to dip sushi in, I guess. I mean, yeah, I'll agree. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. Like, ketchup doesn't belong. Ketchup belong. The only time I would put ketchup on fish is if it's fried fish. That's the only time I'll put ketchup on fish. And a fish sandwich, I don't like tartar sauce. That's not for me. But I would put ketchup on a fish sandwich. Or well, these days I probably put like maybe Thousand Island on it or something like that for dip. Now, of course, I'm a dipper. I'm not. I don't like to put the dressing on the sandwich. I like to dip it. I like to dip the bite. I want taste adventure on every bite. All right, so I guess that's cursed because ketchup doesn't belong on fish, and especially not raw fish. Although fish sticks, I would put ketchup on fish sticks. You know, fried fish sticks. I would. I did as a kid. Boiled egg. Oh my God! That is gross. That is. Oh, am I lagging? Look how I was lagging there. Am I lagging? Anyway, that's gross. Boiled eggs and bananas. What is this? What is this? British food? To our British friends, I'm sorry. This looks like something you eat in Britain. That's disgusting. Now, I don't like a soft-boiled egg anyway. I like eggs one way, scrambled or omelet form. You know, that's how I like my eggs. I don't like my eggs really any other way. I'll eat it if it's there, if I'm starving, but I prefer. Yeah, when you're a kid, you eat ketchup on everything. It's acceptable when you're a kid. When you're see, why you gotta ruin the nostalgia? Why you gotta ruin the nostalgia? When you're a kid, you can put ketchup on everything. When you grow up and your palate expands, you save your ketchup for certain things. I put ketchup at this moment in time. I put ketchup. I put ketchup on a hot dog. I just like ketchup on my hot dog. That's all I want on my hot dog. I'll mix ketchup and mustard on my hamburger. Like I said, a certain fried fish sandwiches, I'll put ketchup on that. Ketchup and French fries is fine. There's no problem there. But now I use ketchup as an ingredient in sauces. In Chinese sauces, ketchup is an ingredient. It is. Learned that from real Chinese dudes at Chinese restaurants. But I really don't put ketchup on many things anymore. I don't. I do not. But this is nasty. Boiled eggs and banana. That is gross. Happiness is a chocolate bagel with a creamy peanut butter. Who is this at? Well, okay, here's the innuendo. That just looks like that looks like a steamer on concrete right there. Now, how do you make a chocolate bagel? Because you realize a true bagel is boiled. Not baked, but boiled. So, how do you make a chocolate bagel? I mean, all right, the joke is here. It's a steamer. That's a steamer on the concrete right there. Nice and coiled to be cleaned up by some son of a bitch. That looks nasty, though. It's not appetizing. You know what? You might want to get looked at. Oh, oh, that it's looking when your food looks back at you. That's not good. That's not good. That's right. Be anti-Semitic. That's right. No, not because I'm a chef and I know how bagels are made. No, because I'm a Jew. Yeah. Anyway, but when your food looks back at you, that's a problem. And what is that? What is it? Is that a chicken salad of some sort? Looks nasty. Okay. We don't need a roadmap for that one. We don't need a roadmap for that one. That's a fatty tip right there. Okay. If you like chocolate, boiled eggs for the farts and bananas for the. Listen, bananas are good for the fruit, but there are other fruits. If you want to get that regularity to BM, watermelon, nature's laxative, watermelon. watermelon or apples. Listen, apples are great. The apples I had last night were delicious. Apples, sauteed apples. I never finished that story. Yeah, I made sauteed apples. Essentially, I never finished answering that question. For dessert last night was the sauteed apples that essentially is pie filling. If I made a pie, but then I made fresh whipped cream. I didn't have time to make the crepes. I'm doing that tonight. But sauteed apples, whipped cream, the whipped cream. Oh, the whipped cream is so good. Real fresh whipped cream. But that is disgusting because chocolate flavored noodles and a cup of what? Is that the cheese? Now, I'm not a mac and cheese guy. I like real Italian mac and cheese, a good ziti. That's the real thing. I'm making one tonight. But yeah, that's nasty. If you like chocolate, though, I guess that's a winner. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but you essentially poured the dust into the boiling water, is what you did. Oh, so you're okay. Again with the food looking back at you. Beyond meatloaf stuffed with mac and cheese. I feel like that's just somebody made this for Halloween or something. I don't find this cursed. That's just somebody making it look like a Halloween dish. I don't see anything wrong with this one. It's a little creepy, but that's about it. Flaming hot Cheeto. Oh, gross. Listen, I don't like that Cheeto crap anyway, but that's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. That is gross. I mean, I'm not a fan of turkey, but that's a crime right there. That's a crime. What? Maple blueberry beef patties? That shit looks like it's moldy and is about to grow legs and walk away. Blueberries and beef? What the fuck is wrong? What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? You're putting blueberries in beef? Now sometimes fruit, there's pairing for fruit and meat. But blueberries in ground beef? Well, do not bring up that cursed shit. To this day, I've never looked at it. I just know it's nightmare fuel. 2 for $5. Yeah, even my poor ass ain't buying that shit. Hell no. And you know what? Also, I don't buy pre-made patties. I don't buy a pre-made patty. I make my own patty when I make a hamburger. Fuck that. Oh. Oh. Are those Cheerios? Are those Cheerios? Yeah, I need confirmation. Are those Cheerios? Are those Cheerios? I think those are Cheerios. Oh man, that's terrible. Oh, 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 oh. That is. I like pickles, but that's all kinds of wrong right there. Where they were Cheerios. This is all kinds of wrong. But all right. I had an idea. I have an idea. We're going to come. I'm going to bring this back for Ballbusters tonight. New torture tier for Derby. New torture tier for Dermy. We need to create tier to make him eat some of this stuff. He's fat. He'll eat it. I don't have to be nice to him anymore. Oh, torture tier for Dermy. Make and eat this stuff on camera. Especially this one. This one right here. This one. Oh. Oh. It's phallic shaped, though. He might be good with it. Just cracked a pint jar of pressure canned venison from 1990. Gonna make a gravy and have it over rice. Oh. I'm not a fan of venison either. So that's not good. But that looks oh no. That's diarrhea. That's diet. It's gonna look the same going in as it is coming out right there. It's gonna look the exact same. All right, let's set the record straight. You should not be dipping your pizza in anything. All right? Not ranch, not milk. You should not be dipping your pizza in anything. Pizza is made to be eaten as served. Yes, that looks like milk to me. That looks like milk. You should not be dipping your pizza in anything. That's disgusting. Now, if you want to drink milk with pizza, which I don't, that you're a whole other level of crazy. If you're having a glass of milk with your pizza, you're a whole other level of crazy. But you want to drink whatever beverage you want with your pizza, that's fine. But don't be dipping your pizza in the milk. It's disgusting. We're not even halfway through this. Oh, no. 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 Now, you could put tomato sauce on your chicken nuggets. You could dip your fries in tomato sauce. But you just put your burgers on there, man. What is glue milk? What is glue milk? I'd pick these off. And yeah, this isn't cursed, but you shouldn't do this. You should not. I mean, it's all of that is still edible right there. But I wouldn't do that. Mountain Dew grilled cheese. Oh, gross. Now, I hate Mountain Dew to begin with. But that's, oh. It's milk that's thick as glue. Okay. Is that a hot dog on a cookie? I have questions. Is there an innuendo in there too, maybe? That's a sad looking hot dog, too. That's a sad looking hot dog. Oh no. I've made fun of this particular. I've made fun of this particular picture. Maybe one likes before. Yeah. That's. No. Chicken roll with its liquids. That's just some dried ass chicken. Oh no. Mickey Mouse waffles. Ooh. Nightmare fuel. See, you can have fruit on that though. That doesn't look that does not look appetizing though. It doesn't. All right, we're halfway point. If you're not having your chicken medium rare, you're doing I would love I'd love a side of salmonella. Thank you very much. See, this is the thing though. There is a period of time in the culinary world where they were trying to sell you to eat your chicken medium. No, newsflash. Chicken must be cooked all the way through. You do not eat raw chicken. That is dangerous. Salmonella is real. You don't want that. Cook your chicken. Don't eat this medium chicken crap. Disgusting. That is my one thing that I hate about the finale of Food Wars is that the chicken was medium. That's not how it's done. It's not done. That's disgusting. It's not healthy. That's just a practical joke. That's not cursed food. That's just a practical joke. That's a practical joke. Fish fillet and cookies and cream ice cream. It's a Mississippi thing. Listen, there are people that will put ice cream on anything. There are. People put ice cream on anything. So it's a taste. I think I personally know I don't want my dessert with my food, my main course, but mac and cheese loaf. That's just a what do you call that? An olive loaf? A ham. That's just a nasty looking ham. I got to blow my nose again. Hold on, thank you. Yeah, that's just a ham olive loaf. That's just nasty. That you don't want that. You don't want that. $2.99 a pound though. Product Canada. Where's the clanker bot to explain this to us? Canada. The cube of the cube of sustenance. All right, let's see. You know what that is? That's Chinese takeout that nobody took out of the container and put right in the fridge, and it coagulated into that, and then you just opened it up and plopped it up, and the sauce congealed is what it did. The brown sauce congealed, and the beef and the broccoli and the chicken, whatever else in there. And I mean, that's probably fine. It just looks nasty because it was in the fridge and it congealed. That's why it looks nasty. But you heat that up, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Last year's beef and broccoli. Actually, I think it's chicken and broccoli. That's chicken right there. That's chicken. Once again, food that looks at you. Is that it? Oh, God, that makes it disgusting right there. That's the worst part of it right there. Little crack between the legs. Red velvet cake with pineapple chunk glaze. That is, first of all, you know, if you're putting pineapple on anything, I have issue with you. I think pineapple's a disgusting fruit, personally. But you're eating people. That looks like you're eating people right here. You are a wannabe cannibal if you're eating this. You want to eat human flesh. That looks like human flesh. It's disgusting. My birthday cake this year took me a little while and a lot of wafer paper, but it was so worth it. Sure. I don't. It just looks like a fungus. I guess I don't know. I don't really see the cursor in that one. Elsa cake. Once upon a time, Carvel used to exist, and they'd make Mr. Whale, the whale cake, all that kind of stuff. Then it's a lost art of cake, face pictures on cake. It's lost art. Take communion. That's communion. A communion cake, I guess. Sure. Cadbury mini egg chicken wings. But I bet you guys would eat this shit. I bet you would. I bet you'd eat this. I bet some of you in chat would eat that. I bet you would. I bet you would. Now that at least it's the good Cadbury. Listen, if you're gonna eat Cadbury eggs, eat the chocolate ones. Don't eat the gooey cream crap. Don't eat that gooey cream crap. Eat the chocolate Cadbury eggs. But see, I know there are people that would try that. They'd give it a shot. Because what you're gonna get is you'd get a unique sweet and savory combination in there. You probably get a unique one for some people. I haven't had Cadbury since I was a kid. I used to wait for Easter because I used to love those Cadbury chocolate eggs. I loved those things, man. Shrek cake with titties. Well, that's just disgusting. That's just disgusting. That doesn't look like a good cake at all. Fruity Pebble pizza. You know why I never had Fruity Pebbles? One, because my mother had sense. She didn't give me that kind of shit. If I was going to have shit, at least I got Apple. If I was going to have shitty cereals, it was the good shitty cereals like Apple Jacks, okay? But also, Fruity Pebbles came out in that period of time when they were putting palm oil in everything. And when I went through the phase of can I have this cereal, my mom would look at the label and she said, "Oh, it's got palm oil. Remember, you have high cholesterol because of that shit. You don't get this." And I was like, but I didn't care in the end. But Fruity Pebbles are disgusting, and this is vile. This is vile. Listen, I know that Devil had the get ranked cereal list. I don't remember where Fruity Pebbles came in there, but I know I tried to get it lower. I tried to get that lower. That's the famous Cheerios cardboard fight between me and Derny. Bieber loaf. Oh Lord, listen, we don't. We give the Biebs a pass. That the Biebs had shit done to him, man. Don't make fun of the Biebs. Flintstone vitamins were disgusting. I hated Flintstone vitamins. They were vile. Listen, you know what? I'm 6'1". If they had the vitamins we have today, the gummies, with the ease of ways to take the gummies and all the times gummies, I'm like the regular, the multi, the calcium, I'd be 6'3" if they had gummy vitamins when I was a kid. Not that shitty Flintstone vitamins and those horrible calcium vitamins. And I got to go get more tissues above my nose. I'm sorry, mid-rant. I'm sorry. Got to be right back. Sorry about that. I had to run and find something. I'm completely out here. No, Flintstone. I'd be 6'3" if we'd had the gummy vitamins we had today. I'd be 6'3", not just 6'1". I'd be 6'3". I would have gotten that little bit of extra in the growth spurt. But yeah, so I hated Flintstone vitamins. Hated those damn things. What's it look like after it's cooked? The Beeb. Well, I guess he'd be black Bieber. Okay, first of all, I'm not sick all the time. You guys been watching me for years. This year was an anomaly of me getting sick. I don't get sick all the time. And I take my vitamins. And I eat well. Shut up. No, yeah, I'm not taking that shit. Non-gummies are disgusting. It's like eating fruit snacks. It's great. I think the gummy vitamins are awesome. All right, you'd make this to be brown Bieber. Jesus wafer pizza. Sure, why not? Is that sacrilegious? Is this blasphemous right here? I need to know from you, Goyim. Is this blasphemous? I need to know. Hexagons flavorless. I don't even know what that is. Met Fresh Bushwick from 1381 Myrtle Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. $3 for whatever the fuck this is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Apple Burger. So you put a burger on it. You put a hamburger bun on an apple. People do eat fruit and bread plates. That is a thing. It's not like you cook the apple. Shut up. What am I looking at? You don't like icing. So you scraped it out. What is that? A cake? Is that a cake? I don't know about this one. Looks weird. I've had it up to here with my meat shrinking. Well, that's how it works. So you tortured your meat. This is the kind of dish you get in Kel's Dungeon. Oh, we're almost done. Pie. What is it with food looking at you? I don't want my food to look at me. You know what some people are doing with this pie. You know what's going to happen. All right, 39. Well, we know what that's a vibrator. Pureeing broccoli or well, no. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. And the last one, mac and cheese. Well, it's not. It's some sort of pasta dish that didn't work out, is what that is. It's some sort of Alfredo dish that didn't work out. It didn't happen. And they used some of that shitty fake pasta. So anyway, that's 40. All right. Well, that was kind of weird. Thank you, Kratos. I'm sure you'll watch us on the replay. That was because I don't see you in the chat here. That was weird. But little weird but entertaining. Weird but entertaining. All right, let's give one more little check. Oh, wait, almost closed that window. All right. All right. It seems like we're done. We got the hour in. We got the hour in on a weak news day because it's the right after Christmas. Nothing's really happening. We're gonna have to get to next week, get back to normal on things. And the New Year's happens. So we'll see how it happens. We'll see what breaks down. Anyway, so that's it. We're gonna wrap it up here because I got shit to do because it's gonna get dark in 2 hours. So I gotta get out of here. Go get stuff done. I hope it didn't start snowing. They said it was gonna start snowing. I hope it didn't start snowing. Last thing I want to do is go out in goddamn snow, but I'm gonna have to. Anyway, okay. So what do we got? It's Friday. It doesn't feel like Friday, but it's Friday. Ballbusters tonight. I think we're going at 11. Dermy, I know, had a day shift today. I don't know. So I think we're going at 11. Should be fun tonight since I'm no longer constrained. I have no particular plans of attack. It'll be catch as catch can, but I predict I'll be pretty ruthless tonight. So 11 p.m. over on Dermy's channel. Join us for Ballbusters. Then tomorrow, nothing specifically scheduled. We'll see what the day holds. The boys are playing different co-op games. Some I'm not in at the moment. So I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow night. I don't know. Sunday again, nothing planned on Sunday. I may throw something together. Jen and I may show up in something, but I have an idea. I'm playing around. We might do something on Sunday. I'm gonna game. We're gonna play Dragon Quest 3 at some point this weekend. We will. We'll crack that egg open at some point. But next Monday we get back to normal. Monday is back to normal. Although there will be a wormhole watch, so we still do have wormhole watch on to record on Sunday. Monday we're back. I'm pretty sure we'll be doing a stream of conscious because who cares? Reviews were done. War between land and sea ended. I thought we had another week of that shit, but we don't. So I'm pretty sure we'll do a stream of conscious on Monday, and then we got Monday through Friday, and we're not missing a day next week. We are back to normal schedule. And remember, next Wednesday night, on New Year's Eve, we'll be doing Ballbusters Gaming Among Us. I don't know if we're going to get enough people for a really good game, but I guess we're going to try. We'll have a good time. We will yell at each other. We'll scream at each other. Friendships will be tested, and threats against lives will be made. So join us for that, and everything's back to normal next week. So we'll review the stuff as the week goes on. Anyway, so that's it. Thank you, guys. Yes, thank you, Arctic. Hope everybody did have a Merry Christmas. And if we don't see you before then, have a Happy New Year. Remember, always be safe out there. Be safe. Do not do stupid shit because you know what? Your lives are worth it. Your lives are worth it. Don't do stupid shit. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm heading out. I'll see you guys later tonight on Ballbusters. Until then, everybody, take it easy.